The 20th of July is a big date for Ireland as employers plan to physically return some of their staff to the office for the first time in months. But of course, there are practical considerations that you need to bear in mind to get this right. Many non-Irish employees returned to their home location during the pandemic, and of course that was the right thing to do to be closer to family and friends. But of course, this could have serious implications for their employer in terms of corporate tax, personal tax, social security and immigration. For example, in France, the employer's social security costs can be up to 45% of your remuneration. If you compare that to Ireland, where the costs are 11%, if you take an example of an employee who earns 100,000 per annum, the additional cost for the employer could be in the region of about 30,000. So it's key to find out exactly where your employees are and how long they intend spending overseas. The best solution is to have a documented framework in place in the event of your employees asking to remain overseas so you can understand what the implications are. The temporary wage subsidy scheme has been a lifeline for over 50,000 employers in Ireland. If you're availing of the temporary wage subsidy scheme, it's important to remember that Revenue have started a compliance programme in relation to those who have participated in the scheme, and they're giving 5 days to respond to any questions that they have. This is a new administrative burden at an already busy time for employers, so make sure you have your documentation ready in order to reply to the Revenue. There will of course be penalties and interest if you get this wrong, and of course publication may apply as well. Hundreds of thousands of employees are looking at facing their 5th month of working from home. And what about the additional expenses that arise from remote working? Companies need to assess whether the benefits in kind they offer are still fit for purpose and whether they can be more tax efficient. Are company cars still relevant if nobody's travelling? What about offering bike for work schemes? And also as well the tax-free working from home allowance. Now is the time to take a closer look at your remuneration strategy, as even if you do get some of your employees back into the office, it is unlikely they're going to be back 5 days a week.